Hello, hello, everyone. This is LaTania Michelle, and welcome to the Wealthy Women's Network Get Certified Certification Training. We're here today with certification expert Tawanna Heyward-Bey. And Tawanna's going to take some time to share with us how certification can be used to literally be a game changer as it relates to growing your small business. Tawanna is going to talk to us about not just certification, but how the power of certification, partnership, and bringing your A game can take your level from A to B to Z in no time flat. Hi, Tawanna. How are you?
Hi, LaTanya. I'm doing fantastic. It's great to see you again, to be here going into a new year. Can you believe we're about to go into a new year? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, beautiful.
Wow, happy holidays.
Ready.
Just incredible how the year is flying by, isn't it?
It is. It actually flew by. And what I am so excited about is that during this year, we were able to accomplish some amazing things. Along with the webinar, we were able to get our book published, get certified, learn the basics and benefits of becoming a certified business owner.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
It was a labor of love, but it is finally done. And thank you, Tawanna, for everything you put into this project and for bringing this information basically to the masses. So today, I just want to give you an opportunity to share with our listeners the power of certification and why it can make the difference in building your business, but also how it can assist you in making a bigger impact in the world. So talk to us a little bit first about your background and why you're here with us today as a trainer, a speaker, a coach, and now a published author, and why certification is one of the areas that you have chosen to master.
Wow, wonderful. Well, thank you so much, LaTanya, for having me on to be a part of this journey. It has been a journey. I really believe that we all are here with the destiny to do great things and to service others. And this book, writing this book with you and participating in this journey of educating our solopreneurs, our entrepreneurs, our women-owned business, our veterans-owned businesses that are out there, minority-owned businesses. There are so many men and women, veterans, mompreneurs. How about the wannabe-preneur?
Right, exactly. Future business owners.
Oh, absolutely. So many people who aspire to have freedom, to be the boss, to be a boss, to be a CEO, to exercise their education, their talents, their skills into their own business. And that's who you and I are. That's how we got started. And there's so many that are out there that want to do the same. And I want to be able to start off by saying that this journey, just in writing the book and our relationship, really is a result of building a business and meeting each other, being brought together at the right time. You know, timing is everything. And then just taking it from there. But since you asked me to share my story, I guess I'll start there and share a little bit more about me. Again, I am Tawanna Heyward-Bey, and I've been an entrepreneur now and a business owner for almost a decade. I was thinking about that. I was thinking, wow, it's been almost 10 years from when I actually started on this journey. I worked in corporate America. I have a background in various industries, if you will, having worked in telecom for a decade, nonprofit organizations for a decade, then IT corporate America for 5 years. Okay, I think I just told my age. But that's 25 years of a career, of working, out there. And after working in corporate America for 5 years, and some of you may have heard me share this before, I got my 5-year anniversary clock and 5-year anniversary plaque. And then I got the call that the company was changing, really being sold. And I was being laid off. And that had never happened to me in my life before. Never, ever. And it was a scary experience. Maybe some of you who are listening today have gone through that. Maybe you've been laid off or having a hard time finding a job. And so when you're starting over, you're kind of sitting there, twiddling your thumbs, trying to figure out, what am I going to do now? And let me start off by saying with my story that now is a good time. Now is a good time to start, to embark on the journey of entrepreneurship, of being your own boss, of being a business owner. This is a good time. And
hold that thought, put a pin in it, because I want to re-emphasize exactly what you're saying. Mm-hmm. And let you know that there has never been a better time in all of history than now to be an entrepreneur. There's never been a better time to be an author, to be a speaker. There's never been a better time to be able to express your gifts, skills, and talents, and to take them to the world than now. Social media has brought down barriers. Amazon has brought down barriers.
Absolutely.
YouTube has brought down barriers. So whatever it is that you want to do, it doesn't matter how old you are or how young you are. This is the time and this is the season, because there is absolutely nothing keeping you from reaching your target audience, those that you have been called to touch, to speak to inspire, to bring your gifts, skills, and talents to. There is nothing that can stop you from reaching your audience now in this season. So if you are here with a dream, this is the time for you to step out, to get the courage to embark upon it, especially if you're looking to be an entrepreneur, because all of the barriers are down.
Amen. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. That's what I love about new beginnings and going into a new year, because you get to start again. And whatever you didn't accomplish or finish last year, today is a new day. It's a new beginning, and you can do it. You can get it done. And so I appreciate that. And I know for me, that's what I did. I saw that time, even though it was a scary time, as a time to start over. It was a new beginning. And for me, being a woman of faith, I took that time to pray, and I took that time to research and really think, okay, what do I love doing that's not work? It's work, but not work, because I love it. And it's something where I can help others and I can give back. Well, of course, for me, that was human resources. It was staffing, it was recruiting, helping people get jobs. And so I started a human resources consulting and staffing firm. And I worked out of my home. So for those of you who are wondering, well, can I work out of my home? The answer is yes. You can work out of your home. In fact, we even addressed that a little bit in our book. We talk about having an ultimate home office and how to do that. So lots of reasons to get this book, because we do talk about that. But I started working out of my home for about a year. And I spent that time researching the market of staffing businesses, recruitment firms, human resources, payrolling, all of the things that I knew that I would be doing. I used that time to work on my marketing and my brochures and my business cards. I used that time to come up with my mission statement and my values and what my company would be about and who are we going to target, what my niche would be. because even in staffing, you still got to have a niche. Am I going to do business with trying to find employees in administration or engineers or construction management? What pool am I going to be working with? So I did a lot of that. But then I also did research on certifications as well. Yes, I did. I did my homework and I did a lot of research on certification and made some phone calls, looked at several of the certifying agencies. And for me, obviously, if you hadn't noticed, I am a woman. And so I decided to start with the Women's Council, because that is a third-party certifying agency that certifies women. And so I started looking at that and how that would maximize my business, how that would help my business to grow and expand. So before I go on to talk a little bit more about that, because that's a part of my story, I'm going to go ahead and talk about, well, what is certification? Today we're talking about WBE, which is a Woman Business Enterprise Certification. And we're also talking about Minority Business Enterprise certifications, and why these certifications really can be a game changer for your business. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, well, you said human resources and staffing. Well, I'm in janitorial business, or I'm a real estate agent, or I'm a teacher, or I'm a dentist. Whatever it is that you do, let me say, there is an avenue for you to do business with large corporations in the private sector, public sector, and even the government with your goods and services that you provide. Okay? There is an avenue. Now, certification. What is a certification for a minority business or woman business? I like the KISS philosophy. I like to keep things simple in this situation.
Okay.
Okay. And basically, a certification just identifies to a supplier, to a business corporation in the private sector, public sector, and government, that you are ethnically a minority. Okay. That means that you're an African American or Black, or you're Hispanic, or you're Asian, Indian American, or you're Native American, okay? Or that you are a woman, that your business is at least 51% owned by you, the woman, or you, the minority, okay? Basically, that's what certification is. It classifies you to the public, private, or government sector, that you are operating ethnically as a minority, or your gender, you are a woman-owned business, and it's 51% owned by that individual. Okay, does that make sense, LaTania?
That makes perfectly good sense. And we want to make sure that our listeners understand that when we say owned by, it's not just owned on paper with your name as the president or CEO. Owned also means that you operate as the head of this business, doing the day-to-day operations, that you do the planning for this business, and that you are actually in charge and oversee each of the players, so that as an owner of the business, you are operating, you hold the vision, and you are administering leadership in the business. This is not an opportunity for someone to put their name on a business that they are not overseeing. This is a really important part that I understand the certifying agencies look for.
Absolutely, that you absolutely operate, control, and manage the day-to-day activity of that business on a daily basis. That is absolutely right, LaTania. And it is important to understand that the certification process basically is going to allow you, now we're going to talk a little bit about benefits, but it's going to allow you direct access into having an opportunity to do business on a larger scale within the private sector or the public sector or the government, whoever is awarding a contract. Okay. And so they are going to be looking at, okay, is this a woman owned business? Is she operating the business? Is she managing the payroll? Is she managing the bank account? Is she doing the hiring and firing? I've got one. How about, does she make the most money?
Whoa.
Within the certification process, these certifying agencies are looking to see if you are the highest paid individual on the payroll. If you're the boss, you're the CEO, you're the founder, you're the manager, you should be getting paid the most money from that business. And so all of these things play a factor in the certification process. And it really is a game changer because, again, it allows and it provides access. Okay, so you say, well, Tawanna, what does that mean, access? Well, when you go through the certification process, which is a paperwork application process, okay? If you are looking to be a minority business enterprise or woman business enterprise, those are two entirely different certifying agencies nationwide. Let me say that, nationwide. And there are certifying agencies throughout the country. Okay, so if you're in New Jersey, or you're in California, or you're in Texas, or you're in Utah, wherever you are, you can participate in this process because all of these certifying agencies have regional offices and regional partners that will certify your business. But it is an application process, and every certifying agency, the application process can vary. Some of them are a little more technical than others. And so it's an online process. Some of them you have to download the paperwork, fill the paperwork out, upload, scan and upload the paperwork, or fax the paperwork, or how about FedEx the paperwork? It just depends. But that is something that you would research, or LaTania and I as coaches, and we also coach business owners in this process. That's something we would help you with as well. But that is a part of the process. It is a lengthy paperwork application process. You do have to, as a business owner, and here's a tip, but as a business owner, it's very, very important to have your paperwork together. You asked me, well, Tawanna, what paperwork are we talking about? How about your bylaws and your minutes and your bank account paperwork and your bank card paperwork from when you establish it, or your DBA, doing business as paperwork, your Dun & Bradstreet information, your EIN, your employee identification number. These are things that these certifying agencies will want to have. How about your birth certificate? Ask me why. I'll tell you why. Because your birth certificate tells them ethnically who you are. You know, it proves that you are who you say you are. Like your driver's license, they'll ask for that. So there is a list. There is a criteria of requirement that every certifying agency will ask you for, so that you can be able to participate in applying for your certification and getting your business certified, so that you can play on a larger playing field with the larger corporations who want to do business with you. They're looking to do business with you. But the only way that they could do business with you is if you are certified. Now, you might want to know, well, how does that work? What's the process there? Well, basically how it works, there are supplier diversity programs and procurement departments, buyers that are out there who put contracts on the street, if you will. That's the lingo. But they write these contracts and they write these solicitations and bids called RFPs, requests for proposals, RFBs, requests for bids. How about an RFQ, request for qualifications? Are you qualified? Tell us how. But they put this out on the street, and the only way that you would know that there's business coming up in your territory, when I say territory, I mean your city, your state, is through the certification process, being certified, because many of these companies, these private sector businesses, public sector businesses, even the government, they have their own database and they partner with the entity, the certification entity. They partner with them. Got a lot I want to say. But they partner with them. And when you get certified, now your information is automatically stored. It's in the database. You are part of the file as a member. And when these solicitations and bids and contracts come out for renewal, guess who finds out about it? You, because your business is certified. So the process can really be a game changer for your business because, for an example, like myself, when I got started, I was really operating on a very small level. I had, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 very small contracts with small businesses, and I really wasn't doing a lot of revenue. It was under 100,000. That might sound like a lot, but when you've got several people on the payroll and they're eating up that money and the taxes and the workers' compensation and all those different things, you know, the profit is not very much. And so having done my homework and research on certification and going through the process, and let me say this, that the application process can take you about a week to fill out your paperwork, gather your information, and get those things done. But once you submit your paperwork to the certifying agency, it's going to be about 45 to 90 days before you get your reply back, before you are actually approved and you receive your certification. And so I did all of that and I waited. Once I got my certification and I was in the database, whoo, mamma mia, things began to happen. I began getting a flood of emails, and this is what will happen with you. I began to get a flood of emails of solicitations, information on pre-bid meetings, which is another benefit for your certification. When you are certified, now you know when pre-bid meetings are going on. Pre-bid meetings are an invitation for you to go and listen to that business talk to you and everybody else, your competitors, about the scope of work within this contract that they're putting out, the value of the contract, what are the requirements, if they want you, if you're going to bid as a prime, do you have to have a sub partner who is certified? All these type of things. You have access to the list when you attend a pre-bid meeting. You have access to the list. Now you've got contacts, you've got names, you've got email addresses, you've got phone numbers, You have a way to reach out and set up face-to-face meetings and build relationships. Certification is a benefit because it allows you now to build relationships in a big pool of deep waters with great companies. And let me give you an idea of some of these companies that participate. Try Walmart, try Sam's. How about IBM? Okay, Hewlett-Packard, Walgreens. Many of these companies in healthcare, administration, engineering, IT, real estate. How about the car dealerships? I was amazed to see how many car dealerships participate, and they put contracts out to do business with all kinds of industry, all kinds of business owners. And so it really is a incredible opportunity for you to do business, grow your business, win contracts, okay, that can take your company, take your business like it did mine, from under $100,000 into the millions, 7 figures. I was very fortunate. I had the opportunity to work with some amazing companies as a certified business. I do hold, even today, a certification as a woman business enterprise, as a disadvantaged business enterprise, and we're not talking much about that because those certifications are typically primarily used for transportation, Department of Transportation, and federal dollars. But I'm also certified as a minority business enterprise, and I'm HubZone. And so let's just say my email gets flooded with all kinds of business opportunities, not just in the state of Texas where I'm located, but really throughout the country. I get emails and I get phone calls from, oh, I love this part about certification, where you get contacted from other MBEs or WBEs who are looking to partner with someone who has a WBE or MBE, and you do a joint venture or partnering, or one of you is a prime and the other is a sub partner. Those are amazing opportunities, and those contracts, they aren't small. My first contract was as a sub partner to another staffing business, and the value of that contract was over $1 million. Okay, and so it taught me how not just to be a team player and partner as a sub partner, but it taught me how to be a prime when I decided to start going at the contracts that were bigger, and I would be the sole responsible partner, if you will, on that particular contract. So lots of opportunities, lots of access, lots of opportunities to market, to network, to not just grow your business, but grow you, because you really are being challenged to step up your game in technology and presentations. I can't begin to tell you how many presentations I've done with major corporations, and they weren't looking at the team that I brought in, they were looking at me. And so it really does afford you so many opportunities. And LaTania and I, we are here to assist you, to coach you, to train you, and to help you on this journey that I believe, because I've seen it firsthand, I've lived it, I've seen the dollars in my bank account. I paid myself 6 figures from my own business, and it just taught me so many things, and it was just an amazing opportunity. And we want to help you get there as well in the new year, and it can be done. I can't stress it enough. I know LaTania can't wait to reiterate that one, because we have done other webinars, and we always talk about Don't exclude yourself. Do not exclude yourself. Don't think, well, I haven't been in business long enough. You can be in business 6 months, 3 months, or just get started. You can apply for a certification. Remember, certification is not about a degree. It's about the goods and services that you're going to provide as a woman-owned business or a minority-owned business. Okay? That's it. That's all. And then from there, we coach you and we help you to develop and build your company where it has the capacity to really compete. Because you do have to be able to compete, because you're not going to be the only company that's out there that's certified. And so it's a game changer. It's a lot of fun. It does open the door of opportunities. I have so many relationships, not just in Texas, but across the country through this process that I'm extremely grateful for. LaTania, you're one of them. I'll let you tell the story how we met and how we got together, and which is how the book became a reality. You know, great things can happen, and we want to help you get there and be a part of the great things that I believe are waiting for you. I know it's the dream of so many to start a business and build a business, expand it and grow it. This is one way that I know for sure that you can grow it if you really want to, especially in the 7-figure market. It can be done.
You know, Tawanna, one of the things that I think certification and our relationship proves is that not only are you building your business, but you're creating opportunities for others. And certification is a wonderful way to begin to partner with those who you believe can help you grow your business, but also partner with those who you have a passion for assisting. I met Tawanna, and the reason I reached out to her several months after we met was simply because she had on her brochure that she talked about that she was a WBE and she was an MBE certified small business. And that intrigued me. So when I called her, I asked all about certification. I asked about how certification worked for her, and the partnership was built.
Yes.
And one of the things that I can truly say is that through her experience with collaborating with bigger businesses and with assisting smaller businesses, and my experience as a consultant working in a nonprofit area and really learning how to build partnerships that work and collaborations that work, that when we came together, it was a seamless process.
Absolutely.
And what I believe our partnership shows is that, one, by yourself, you can do great things. She did some wonderful things. But when you connect with like-minded individuals, those that have a passion for serving that you may have, but also those that bring complementary as opposed to competitive skills, when you connect with individuals that you believe can assist you and that you can assist, amazing things happen. Amazing things happen. And this relationship is just one of many that shows the power of partnership. So Tawanna, tell us a little bit about what you believe partnerships have done to escalate your business and why it's important to have a partnership mindset.
Well, you know, I could tell you lots of stories. There's a couple that really stand out for me. I had an opportunity to chase, if you will, a contract with our tollway authority out here. And that was a big contract. And it was a little nerve-wracking for me. because I had to obviously put the bid package together, and I had to do the presentation. There's always an evaluating team. And I had really thought long and hard about who I wanted to be my partner, who I wanted to work with this particular contract. And like I had shared earlier, what's really incredible about having a certification is you do find out about all of the events that go on within your city and your state. And there are contractors associations, there are obviously chambers. And I've been a member and with several contracting associations. There are tri-ethnic contractors association and various chambers. And I was able to meet many business owners, many business leaders, politicians. That's what will happen. You'll meet everybody. You get to know your mayor and your city council, not just in your city, but the next city, the next city. I mean, it's just because it is a collaboration. We're talking economic development, right? And so there's one woman in particular that I met, an IT company here in Texas, and she actually had 3 offices, one in Oklahoma, another in Arkansas, and then here in Texas. Her IT company, she is 8A certified. So now we're talking small business administration, government. We're talking millions of dollars. Her company was generating doing IT services. And I built a relationship with this woman. She's Asian. And I talked with her about being my partner on this particular contract. And people were really amazed that we had built such an amazing relationship. And see, I believe in I'm an all nations gal. I'm an all nations gal. And we built a great relationship of trust, collaboration, working together. I learned things from her. She learned things from me. And when I asked her about being a part of this contract, she said yes. And we went in there and I did my presentation and I had her present. And I was told later that the evaluating team was really impressed with not just how dynamic both of our companies, the talent and the skills and the goods and services that we both had separately, but that we were merging and bringing it together to offer to them. And the respect, the mutual respect of both women, two entirely different women, a Black woman, an Asian woman, an IT company, a staffing company. One is 8A certified, the other is woman business and minority, and merging that together. Out of all of the companies that presented and went before them with your numbers, your goods and services, all these things, we won. We won that contract. And I was told later that so much of it was they really respected the collaboration, the partnership, because it could be used as an example and seen as an example in the community of certified businesses. Because so much of what we do is partnering. We have to partner. We have to come together and work together as a team. And we have to be able to show that we are not just skilled with our goods and services, but that we can bring another party on and we can work together. And that really blossomed and turned into a really beautiful thing. Another situation is just being able to help and nurture and mentor a business that's not there yet. Now that business, the IT company they were there. In fact, they were bigger than me. But another business that I was able to work with, and this was a staffing firm. In fact, you get the book, you'll see what she had to say about our relationship, because she's one of the testimonies, her business. But her business was smaller, and she had not been in any partnering relationships yet. And so I was able to go into a partnering, mentoring relationship with that business. And when you go into a relationship like that, it forces you to step up your game. Remember, I shared earlier about how, you know, the thing about being an entrepreneur, and I can't stress this enough, it's not just about the money all the time. It's not just about building your business and growing into the masses by the millions, but it's also about growing you. You have to be growing. You have to be getting better. You have to be improving your skills and taking some classes and educating. And mentoring this business really prompt me to step up my game as a teacher and a coach and a mentor, and be researching things to help her, because she was struggling with things and being presented with things that my business, we hadn't had to deal with some of those things. And she was looking to me and my business to assist her and to guide her. And that turned and blossomed into her winning a multi-million-dollar contract, because we introduced her to a supplier diversity coordinator or coach, and a company who was bidding on a large contract, and they needed a sub partner. And I was able to introduce her. We introduced her to those relationships, as well as I coached her and helped her to get her certification. And that's the thing that I was really proud and excited about, because she didn't have it yet. In fact, I know fear can be a factor for business owners with this process. And she had that fear factor. And I was able to coach her and mentor her through that and help her and leverage our relationships. And okay, you got to do this, you do that, I'll do this, I'll do that. And we got that thing done and got her through that process. And while that contract was in a pending state, while they were trying to figure out who was going to win it, she was pending certification. Remember, I talked about that 45 to 90-day process? And it just worked out where it all came at the same time, where they won the contract and she got her certification. And guess what? She got a contract. She got the contract. She won the contract. And so lots of exciting stories like that, opportunities. You know, I think it's a funny thing how those opportunities are great for the other party, but they're just as great for you too, because you really see your purpose in life. And I do believe my purpose is teaching and coaching and helping, serving others. It really just came to full blossom in those situations. And I look at those experiences and I'm grateful, because I learned many things through those situations as I was helping and mentoring and coaching and teaching at the same time.
Tawanna, I think that what you're sharing with our group is vitally important, because it allows us to expand not just our capacity to grow, but our capacity, our knowledge base, and our ability to help others grow with us, which is basically what we all should be here for. We should be all looking for opportunities to stretch, learn, and grow, and then opportunities for us to help someone to do the same. So thank you so much for sharing that, because that's what happens when you become a certified business owner. You have an opportunity to do both. Yes. So before we go today, Tawanna, is there anything that you want to share with our listeners I think that your story has been a powerful testament to the ability for individuals to learn, share, and grow. It's been a powerful testament on how certification can literally be a game changer as it relates to just about any type of business, be it product, service oriented, and how those doors can be opened through the certification process. Is there anything that you would like to share with our listeners before we go as it relates to the basics and the benefits of certification that you've shared with us today?
Oh, absolutely. You know I want to close out with something, right?
Yes.
It's coming from our book. It is coming from our book. Our book is loaded, it's jam-packed with information on this process. LaTania and I like to say that we are generous business leaders. We are very, very generous. We had gotten so many calls, so many inquiries, so many questions about certification, about this process. And we were excited about, well, let's share it. We got to share it. We got to put it on paper. Now, let's put it on paper. And it just so happened that we both are writers. We both love to write. LaTania is a bestseller author. And so here we have it. And so I really would like to just end out by saying that I really appreciate everyone who is listening, who has joined us today. Get certified, learn more about the process, get the book. There's a quote. This book is jam-packed, not just with information, but with some of our favorite quotes. And one of them, just before the chapter on benefits to becoming a certified small business, the quote says, and it's by Harriet Tubman, "Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world." I believe that every solopreneur, entrepreneur, wannabe-preneur, young millenniumpreneurs, veterans, women, minority. If I left you out, I'm telling you now, wherever you are, whoever you are, if it's your passion to have your own business, to be a business owner, now is the time. This year, going into this new year, is your time. You can do it. You can reach for the stars. Have a little patience. Don't get frustrated, because anything worth having, not only is it worth waiting for, but you got to work for it. And you got to have the patience through it, because it won't be easy, but it can be done. And we're here to help you do it. We're here to help you achieve it. Both of us, I know LaTania's going to share with you our information here in a moment. Both of us love coaching. It's I can't even say second nature. It's first nature. We love training. We both believe it's our purpose in life. I have restructured my business to do just that. I don't do staffing anymore. As much as I love staffing and recruiting, that's not what I do, because there's a greater need for entrepreneurs and solopreneurs like yourselves. And so I'm just excited to be able to share this information. Whenever I have the opportunity to talk about certification, it is a game changer. This book is a game changer. It's just a part of our process and our journey. And for each and every person that's listening, it can be the same thing for you in one way or the other. Don't wait. Today is the day. Get started today. Do your Google searches today, because we're about to give you some information on where to start looking. Get in touch with us and get busy. Now's the time. There's nothing more rewarding in my opinion than having your own business and being your own boss and having something that you could share with your community, economic development, that you could share with your family. I love sharing this with my family and with your friends. So get started today. Thank you so much for sharing this time with us, for being with us and allowing us to come into your space to give you this information. And we hope to see you again. I hope to see you again and hear from you real soon. God bless.
Thank you, Tawanna. She is amazing and heartfelt and sincere. If you are looking for more information on the certification process, if you're looking to get our book, Get Certified, learn the basics and benefits of becoming a certified business owner, or if you would like to simply bring certification to your nonprofit organization, to your association, or to your chamber, simply contact us at www.wealthywoman.org/certification, and we will be happy to get you all the information you need on how you can take your business further, faster through certification. This is LaTania Michelle and Tawanna Heyward-Bey reminding you that it's possible.
Yes.
You can take your business, your dream, and your talent to the next level. You can reach the masses and you can make a greater impact in the world. And certification of your small business is just one of the many tools that can assist you in taking your dream further, faster.
That's right.
So that's it for now. Again, contact us at www.wealthywoman.org/certification. This is LaTania Michelle and Tawanna Heyward-Bey and the Wealthy Woman's Network reminding you to be bold, to be brilliant, and to be a blessing. And we will see you next time. Thanks again and have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.